darlings, please excuse the messy hair. Very messy hair. And very relaxed sort of filming. I haven't got the softbox out today because I'm just going to film my Glossybox. Now, I did get some feedback to say people can't see what I'm showing them in my Glossybox videos. I thought I was showing things for long enough. Really sorry if I wasn't, so I will definitely do that. However, this is not a great box. I have to be honest. In fact, you know, I get 2 boxes. Both of my boxes were the same, and I have now cancelled one of my boxes. I just have one. And I didn't cancel it because they were the same, because if they were the same and they were really good, I'd be very happy with that. Because last month, as you know, I got more or less the same, but I gave one of the razors to Tony to use, and I used one of the razors, and I use the stuff. And if I can use the stuff, that's okay. The idea of Glossybox is to introduce you to products that you may not have used or may not have come across on the high street, in my opinion. I don't mind receiving the odd high street thing. I don't mind if I get a box and it's got a high street item or 2 in it, but as long as it's got a luxury item in as well, that's what I'm really looking for. Yeah, I'm not impressed with this box. I'm going to show you what's in it, but it's not very good. I mean, it felt very light. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Sometimes it means there can be one really great item in that's smaller, but yeah, it's not great. Now, the first thing I want to say is they've changed the box. The box now has a lot deeper of a lid, and it's actually narrower this way and longer lengthwise. So the box is different. I have issues with that in a way. Yes, it's a beautiful box, and now it is actually a glossy box. It's a glossy finish. The box itself is very pretty. It's got the logo and it says Glossybox. I have no problem with the box. I think it's lovely. However, I've got a ton of the old boxes which are a lovely shape and size, and now I have a box that's a completely different size, which is a little bit, now they don't look so great stacked together, but it doesn't, that's not a huge thing, that's just a petty kind of thing really, but they have changed the box. I feel like, have they spent a lot of expense on this? I'd rather the expense from the change of the box went into products rather than a box. You know, is this box costing more than the other one? Because if it is, please go back to the older one and give me better products, is what I'm saying. Then when you get inside the box, change number 2. Now the lining has changed, the inside. It's actually pink now, which is really pretty actually. It's a really pretty box. It's very girly. It's lovely. But inside now, wrapped around it, you have this ribbon. It's kind of a grr moment for me. It now is a satin ribbon that says Glossybox. Now I know this must cost more than the other ribbon, because the other ribbon was not the greatest of quality and it was just a simple colour. So this must cost more. Please, Glossybox, get rid of the fancy schmancy ribbon that's costing more money, and please put more money on the products in the box. Also, I can't use this, and I'm a bit crafty and creative, and I used to use the old ribbons and use them in craft. I used to use them in different things, and now I can't use that. It says Glossybox on it. Imagine wrapping that in your hair and tying it in a bow. It's a lovely ribbon, but I don't really want to be advertising Glossybox. So I'm not happy about the ribbon. I feel like they've put expense in strange places, in my opinion. Also, this glossy magazine. Please, this must cost a lot of money to produce as well. Get rid of the glossy magazine. Why don't they save paper as well as money and put their product, the money that it would have cost for this, put it in products in the box? And why don't you have this available on your website? Have these articles, or send these articles in an email to us, like as a blog type thing. Because this, to be honest, I'm not even going to read this. This is just going to go in the recycling. So I feel like this is a waste of money. I don't want a magazine. I want the products in the box. So you could save money on the box, the ribbon and the magazine. Get rid of the magazine. Who cares? I'm sorry if I'm coming across as quite critical. I'm not really meaning to be like super critical, but I just feel like they're just, I don't know, why is the money going to these things that we don't really care about? We love the box, but we don't really care at the end of the day. What we're excited about is what you're going to give us in the box. And if that is less because of all the other little fancy things you do, and then I'd rather not have a fancy ribbon and not have a magazine, and yeah. But I am glad that we have the card. When they did that big fold out thing, that was just ridiculous. But the card is very good. Now it's called Back to Basics. Boy, is it back to basics. It really is a basic box. When you open it, that's what my box looked like. I was like, okay, so where are the products in my box? But they are here, they're just not very big. You get one full-size item in this box, which which I'll just struggle to find. I'm going to show you it. Okay, I've already given my mum one of these. These are tweezers from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. They're supposed to retail at £8. They're very heavy and sturdy actually. They are quite nice. They're angled. Quite a nice tweezer, I'm not going to complain. And they've got a floral design on them, so they are very pretty, and they come in this little pouch. Nice product, but not long ago I got the HD tweezers in my box. And they are here, and I absolutely love them. I would never pay £20 for these tweezers. But they're lovely. These are just tweezers. They're nice, but they're not exactly the most exciting thing. And to be fair, these are worth £8. I would never in a million years pay £8 for a pair of tweezers. So before that I was actually using the HD brow tweezers, which I love. I was using a pair of tweezers from the chemist that cost me £1. They've got a woman on in a dress. They're really pretty and they do what I need them to do. They do the perfect job. I don't need super fancy tweezers, and I would never pay more than £1 for a pair of tweezers. You can get them in the pound shops or chemists and they're fantastic. They do the job. So I kind of feel a bit duped by an £8 pair of tweezers just because that's something that I would never buy. Also, I feel like the Glossybox is meant to introduce you to products that you can then go on to purchase again or purchase at full size. And once you've got tweezers, you've got tweezers. So I'm not going to go and buy a pair of tweezers from the Vintage Cosmetic Company now because I own a pair, if that makes sense. So, okay, so I've never had these before, but these are Yubi. It's from Japan. It revamps your skin, enriching it with vitamin E, vitamin B2, camphor and high glycerin content. And this is £13.50 for 33 grams. What do we get? We get 3 grams. So they give you 6 grams of product, which is not very much. It's not much. I'm not going to work that out. My maths is horrendous. I'll open it up. Tiny little thing. Apparently people are saying they smell quite... Oh, really? Look at the colour. I was expecting some kind of nice white cream. Oh, it's very thick. You can definitely feel it's high in glycerin. Oh, but it goes a long way. That little bit went huge way. Oh, really? What? That smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. Definitely. Like without the high content of sort of Vicness to it. As in the sort of eucalyptus. That smells like Vicks Vapor Rub for your face. I like the smell of Vicks Vapor Rub. So I'm not going to exactly complain about this right now. I'll definitely give this a go. I'm glad they put 2 in, because if they put 1 in I would have been very annoyed about that. But I don't think that that's a great size item. But then again, I will try it because, yeah, it smells Vicks Vapor Rubby. Some people were like complaining on the Glossybox page, and I hadn't smelled it because I was loaded with cold when I got this box. That was Millie pumping, not me. I swear. Anyway, yeah, they were going, oh, it smells disgusting, it's horrible. Something the matter with me, I really like the smell of it. So I quite like that item, I just feel like it's not a lot, is it really? Anyway, moving on to something that does smell horrible is this. I'm not a huge fan of Balance Me products, I just think as a rule they smell just horrible. Horrible? They smell horrible. This is the Super Toning Body Wash. It's got juniper, bergamot, geranium and lavender essential oils, and it's a super toning body wash. £10.25 for 250 ml. But this smells funky. It looks funky. Oh, no, this smells like medicine that I used to take as a child. Let me just see if I can pour some of this out. Are you kidding me? Pour a cupful out. Look at this. This is so gloopy. Wow. Oh, I know I couldn't bathe in that. I could not. It's just, that smells like child's medicine. It seriously does. There's just no way. So I'm not a huge fan of this. And it is, what, £10.25 for 250 ml, and you get 50 ml. Yeah, that's not a great deal of value, is it? About £2. So, yeah, that's not great. I can't get the smell out of my nose now. thing. Now, Glossybox. Shame on you for how much this product costs. Really? Could you not have put me a full size one of these in? Really? It might have made the box a bit more acceptable, shall we say. Right, so this is Vaseline Essential Moisture Lotion. I'm not a massive fan of the scent of this, to be honest. This says it's a clean feeling lotion. I don't know. I just give my other one to my mum. It's okay, but I don't know. It's got a slightly strange smell to it. This one is $4.99 for 400 mils, and they take the biscuit because they send you 50 mils. 400. So it's about £1.25 per 100 mils. So this is a 60p sample. I'll try not to get too excited about that. Terrible. And then the last thing in the box is another thing that is not even full size. These are the Anatomicals. I'm so sick of saying this brand. The Anatomicals Puffy the Eye Bag Slayer Wake Up Under Eye Patches. Anatomicals must have a contract with Glossybox because the amount of Anatomicals things we've seen is ridiculous. The only decent Anatomicals thing I would say that I enjoy is I do like the Spray Misty For Me facial spritz. Very nice little product that. I use that, so that's on my desk. And we do have the Rose Body Wash, or the scrub. I think we got both. Tony uses those. Yeah. So these are for under the eyes. Now I actually don't suffer from bags under my eyes, even though I don't sleep very much, so I don't know. That's a family thing, I think. I think we tend to do quite well under the eye area. Yeah, we tend to have quite firm skin. Yeah. We're not going to go any further into that. I do like the blurb on these products generally. I think they are quite a nice funky little product, and I do like the way they're written. It's got, you know, the blood-curdling screams you hear in horror films when vampires sink their teeth into the white flesh necks of virginal nieces of 18th century noblemen. Well, they're the same blood-curdling screams that can be heard when young ladies, as this is in the 21st century, let's skip the virginal bit, who have bitten off more than they can chew party-wise, stare in the mirror at their pale drawn complexions and baggy tired eyes. If you're one such young lady and have always wished there was a product to make you look less undead, then these collagen under eye patches are the Counts, as in Dracula, cojones. We only want you for your body, which is generally, that's kind of their tagline. So in here you get 2 packs of 6-gram sachets. So there's 2 lots of stuff that you can put on your eyes. And these are, for a 3-pack, it's £6, so it's £4 value. So these little samples on their own are not even £8, the 4. And then you've got your tweezers, so that's a £16 box. And it's a huge come down. I'm not saying I expect a £40 box or £30 box every time, but it's a massive come down when you're used to having a decent box. I mean, even if it was like over £20, it just feels like. Also, there's a bit of high street stuff in here. I am pretty excited about that Japanese cream because I quite like the smell of it. I don't like the smell of that. This smells vile. I'll try them, but I don't really need them. Alec might benefit from these more than me. And tweezers, you know. Tweezers are tweezers, as far as I'm concerned. So the Anatomicals, you've got to leave them on for 30 minutes and then remove. Oh, you can get them at ASOS. Yes, that is where I've seen them before. So I'll open this. Oh, the other one's open actually. Let me just grab the other one. So here's one I opened earlier. Sorry, I could not resist a Blue Peter moment there. Is that Blue Peter? Yeah. So they come in little packs like this, and you can see them in there. They're quite thick. I don't mind trying these, to be honest. I think they'll be quite cool and they'll feel quite nice and refreshing. So yeah, I'll give those a go. But to be honest, could they not have given us a full pack? Would it have killed them to have gone the £2 extra and given us a proper size pack? I know it's 3 applications and it's only 1 application more, but I just feel like if they'd given us a full size of that and a full size of that, I think that this box definitely would have been a much better value box, and you'd have 3 full size products in there rather than just have 1. Yeah, so I know I sound and like I've come across like a total morning mini in this video, but I've loved Glossybox since the beginning. I've championed it all the way through. I've always felt there was something in the box that would rescue it and it would make it awesome sort of box for me. But I feel like in the last couple of months it's let me down slightly. I've still kind of championed it and said, oh okay, I can still use these products. But I am disappointed this month. Start of 2013. Why Glossybox did you do a back to basics for the first month? For the first month it should have been a really nice, it's January, everybody's got the blues, it's cold weather, it's just you could on a down after Christmas. I'm going to give you a really nice box to cheer you up. That's what I think the January box should have been, not a back to basics box. It's just, why? It's just, it makes no sense to me to go back to basics right after Christmas. I mean, I love January. I'm not down in January. January is my birthday month, so that's quite good. But yeah, I'm at a bit of loss for words. I don't want to be so super down and I don't want to look like I'm moaning about it, because I have got my value from the box. I mean, the products in the box are worth slightly more than what I paid for it, but with the delivery on, the box is only worth £3 more than what I paid. And I wouldn't have bought these things. When I think back to the first box I ever got, which was the second glossy box ever, I got a Margaret Dabbs foot oil spray and it's so beautiful. That retails for £20 on its own. I feel like if you're going to get like an item that's really beautiful, I'm looking at a few items over there that I've actually received in glossy boxes that I've loved, that are worth a lot more. I think if you get one nice luxury product in there, then that's great, even if it's a sample but a generous sample. I think that some samples are quite small and if you get one of them it's okay, but when you get like 3 ridiculous samples and then they can't even be bothered to throw in a full size of that, even though it's only 1 sachet more, I just feel like it lets you down, because these boxes you do expect a little bit more. I mean, I don't think that they paid £8 for these tweezers. They'll have got an absolute massive amount of them and they would have got them cost price. So it won't have even cost them that much to have them. So I just feel like this box has cost them a massive amount less than I gave them for it, because I know that these are just like little things. You can probably pick these samples up. They're just tiny. Probably email the company and ask for them. This is tiny. You can't tell me they can't get that as a sample somewhere. Yeah. I am definitely coming across as morning mini now, but all of you that know me know I'm not a morning person. I'm not. I just have come to expect a lot from Glossybox. I've been with them for such a long time. Like I said, right from the very beginning. I missed the first box, unfortunately, because I just missed out and they didn't have enough of the supply. But from the second box I've always stayed with them and I've always had the 2 boxes. Well, not always, but for the longest time. I mean, you're talking well over a year that I've had the 2 boxes. And I just, yeah, I got this box and I just thought I've given them a go for a couple of months where it hasn't been so good, but I just felt so disillusioned this month when I got this box and I opened it and it was like, oh, right. Yeah. So, that's it. A little bit underwhelmed, a lot underwhelmed. I must be underwhelmed because I've cancelled one of my boxes, and that's not me because I'm just a huge Glossybox fan. Yeah, it's not great. Anyway, I'm going to stop saying it's not great and waffling on. I'm going to go now. I hope that you got a good look at all the products, but just in case you didn't, that is the Vaseline, the Balance Me. Not much to say really because they're just containers. That's the UV little thing. And that is the Anatomicals, and the tweezers are very pretty. But there you go. Okay, so I'm off. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. I'm going to love and leave you and see you all soon. Bye.